Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Today I'm a little tiny bit tired, but I'm very, very excited because I've been working a lot in the last couple of days, and it's only Tuesday, and I had to leave the house early afternoon and be like, I just need to clear my head and chill for a bit and come back home and continue. And so I'm gonna share what happened. I'm gonna share why I'm so excited, and I'm gonna share a little bit of the behind the scenes of what I do, how I do things, and how it all flows in my world. So you see, it all started on Saturday. On Saturday, I had this completely random intuition to go to the movies and watch a movie. And I don't normally go to the movies, especially here in Portugal. The cinemas are not that great. And I just like watching movies at home. And yet, this thought just kept on nudging me. It didn't leave me. At first, I tried to push the thought away. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? But maybe not today. But then it kept on coming back. Go to the movies, go to the movies, go to the movies. And so I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna search what's out there, what kind of cinemas there are nearby somewhere, but also what kind of movies are in the cinemas. And so I saw Wicked. I was like, okay, not really my thing. Interstellar, not really my thing. Mufasa, not really my thing. And then I saw Better Man. And you see, Better Man, the movie about the singer-songwriter from Great Britain, Robbie Williams, has been on my list for a month or two already. But because it's not really available yet, I was like, okay, I will just patiently wait for when it's available somewhere to watch. But this one was like, maybe that's why I'm supposed to go to the cinema. So I end up going to the cinema all by myself, not really knowing why I'm going there. And I'm like, who knows? Maybe I'm gonna meet the love of my life, or maybe I will have this crazy inspiration and I will come back home and I will write something incredible about this huge epiphany that I had in the movie. And you know what? I come back home and there's nothing. And in the cinema, there were maybe 10 people in the entire space. That's what I meant, that it's not that fun to go to the movies in Portugal. So I come back home and I'm like, okay, well, I guess there's not much about it. And then next morning, I go for my morning exercise as I normally do. And suddenly it starts kicking in. Suddenly all the dots starts connecting. And suddenly I realize, oh my God. Oh. My brain starts exploding because I realize, first and foremost, that the last client who I just recently signed and started working with, this gentleman reached out to me saying, listen, Ruta, I'm a successful man. I have it all figured out when it comes to my business with my work. I have a family. I have two daughters. I'm in general a happy person. I just want to be a better man. And I was like, oh my God. Somehow it slipped through my ears. At the time when he said it, it was like, okay, great, wonderful. Let's work towards making that happen. But then that morning, as I was exercising, I was like, okay, well, that connects the dots. And then I realized that every single man that I ever had in my life, in whichever capacity, whether I was dating them, whether I was in a relationship with them, whether they were just friends in my life, whether they were my clients, whether they were colleagues, it doesn't quite matter. Whenever men spent some time with me, some considerable time, significant time with me, they completely changed. They automatically calibrated to my energy. They automatically started stepping up their game. They felt inspired and empowered to be a different version of themselves, to do things differently, to think differently. They were inspired because of the way I see the world. They were like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. And so for me, that was another dot that I was connecting. I was like, gosh, this is it. And so you see in the movie Better Man, the storyline, first of all, it's a great movie. I love it. But also it's because I was a big, huge fan of Robbie. When I was a teenager, 20 years ago, yes, I'm that old. 20 years ago, I was such a fangirl of Robbie. I was like, oh my God, his songs are incredible. He's such a rebel. What a cool guy, all that great stuff. And then it turns out, which probably a lot of people go through in their journeys, is that he had a lot of anxiety. He had a lot of self-judgment. He doubted himself. He had a lot of negative self-talk. And even though on stage he was extremely wild and magnetic and entertaining and really truly amazing in his own craft as an artist, deep down he felt like he couldn't be himself. And deep down he wasn't accepting himself fully. And so that journey, I really, really recommend you watch the movie because I think you will, if this resonates with you, you will definitely take something big from the movie because it was such a beautiful journey to see the inside out of someone who has been such an powerful and important, significant role in the music industry worldwide and in my life even where we tend to put people on a pedestal just because they're famous, just because they're great at what they do, and yet we don't really realize how much they're going through. And so that was yet another dot that I was connecting, that all of the people that I have touched, all of the men that I have somehow supported, whether I was conscious of it or not, whether I was paid for it or not, whether I was just somehow being friends with this person or they were my clients or whatever it was, in whichever capacity, I noticed that they wanted or not, they changed. They became better men. They suddenly started living differently. They suddenly started making different decisions. They suddenly raised their standards. They started treating themselves better. They started treating their partners better, their colleagues better, their friends better, their themselves better. And so that, because it exploded my freaking head, I came back home on Sunday morning after this morning exercise, and I was like, this is it. I'm putting my head down. I'm creating a sales page. I'm creating an entire offer for this incredible thing because this is freaking undeniable. It is undeniable that if you spend a significant amount of time with me, your life is going to turn 180 degrees. It happened over and over and over and over again. And what I realized is that this particular offer that I created is going to be something I've never done before. And I'm super excited because it's something extremely exclusive. Not many people have this kind of access to me. It's going to be a 1 year transformational journey where we don't only meet on Zoom once a week or whatever it is for a coaching session. Like that is normally the way I work with my clients, that we meet either once a week or once in 2 weeks, and we have coaching sessions, we have our calls, and we dig into whatever is going on and whatever the topics are that we are working on. But in this case, I felt this extremely strong intuition that it's not just about coaching. It's actually spending time together. It's actually meeting in person. It's also maybe even having a retreat type of setting where we spend an entire week together. Whatever it is, we will design something so powerful that by the end of the year, this man's life is going to be like so freaking awesome. I can't even explain because it's inevitable. Truly, truly, truly inevitable. So the reason why I called this live Tired Yet Excited is because this was just the beginning. This was just the first tiny step in the next couple of days, for the next couple of days. Because when I put my head down to create that, and I was like, oh my God, this is so freaking amazing. I'm so in love with this, and it's going to change someone's life completely. What happened then is that I was like, wait a second, is this the only thing that I'm gonna do from now on? Like, does it mean that I'm changing my niche now and I'm shifting gears? And like, wait a second. Wait. How does that work? And then I realized that, you see, I don't have a niche, and I will never probably have an actual niche because I am a niche. I will never have a business. I will never run a business. I will never do business. I am business. And because I am the embodiment of my own work, of my own craft, of my own skills, of everything that I preach, everything that I ever talk about, all of the offers that I have that resonate with me and that I know change people's lives are going to be under the umbrella of my brand. And my brand for the last 5 years, ever since the very beginning when I started coaching, has always been redefining success. This is the one and only thing that overarches everything that I do. Because to me, it's not about chasing shiny objects. It's not about chasing that million or a billion or whatever it is that you think you want. Those things are nice to have, but what I want you to start focusing on is your fulfillment, your alignment, your joy, your purity, your peace, everything that makes your heart dance. When you feel loved by yourself and by people around you, when you fall in love with your life, with your people, with the world as a whole, that's what my mission is, to help you live your life fully, to fall in love with your life. And so when I had this revelation, I was like, okay, so better man is one particular, very specific, very close proximity, very exclusive offer that not everyone is going to want. If you do, please feel free to reach out, but not everyone is going to want. And then I was like, wait a second. Okay, so there are other things that I've also been doing over the last years. So one other offer is infusion. And infusion is a place and a space where we address all areas of your life. We work on everything. So I have one particular client in mind who is based in Orange County in Los Angeles area. And I've been working with her for 2.5 years now. And when she reached out to me for the very first time, she was like, listen, I think at the time she was 33, if I'm not mistaken. She was like, listen, I I have this job that I kind of hate in the insurance industry. I am nearly broke even though I have a job, and because of that I have to live with my parents. I'm single. I am desperate to find my man, and I feel like I can't control my emotions and I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And then she worked with me for a few rounds. So we were going through a few rounds throughout the last 2.5 years. We would work for 3, 4 months at a time, and then she would take a break, and then we would have another round and another round. And we had 3 rounds by now. Her life today is completely unrecognizable. She, as a human being, is completely unrecognizable. Well, first of all, she doesn't live with her parents anymore. Not only that she doesn't live with her parents anymore, but right now she lives in a freaking mansion. And I was there in that mansion when I went to LA in November last year. She invited me to her and her husband's home. Remember, she was single. There was nobody in her life at the time. Now she is already married to the love of her life. They invited me to her mansion, their mansion. And obviously, she doesn't have this insurance job anymore. What she does do, she is her business because she doesn't run a business. She is her business, which is her passion business, and that is tutoring. Tutoring very specific type of kids. So she's specializing in tutoring. And not only that she built this business in a completely new area where she didn't live before, but also she just recently hired her first employee. And on top of it all, she's also pregnant with her first baby. So that is my infusion offer, where we cover everything, where we build your confidence, when we identify what you want, what your desires are, what your values are, what your priorities are in life. What is holding you back? Why do you not believe in yourself? What is it that you really want to create in your life? How to start really enjoying life to the fullest? How to make hard decisions in life? How to say no? How to set boundaries? How to communicate effectively? All of these things we worked over and over and over again with this client of mine, and now she's living a completely different life. So that's offer number 2. Offer number 3 is something that I've been doing also for years now. Ever since one of my favorite clients ever, who is a Navy SEAL veteran. I worked with him in 2020 and 2021. A gentleman based in Texas reached out to me and he said, listen, Ruta, I need your guidance. I am a founder of this incredible company, and we are going to change the world with this innovation. And I know some very important people on this planet because he's a veteran, Navy SEAL veteran. So he has shaken a lot of big hands, strong, significant hands. But he's like, you know what? I'm just tired of living from a place of constant stress. I don't want to be this control freak. I don't want to feel like I always have to force and grind. I don't want to feel under pressure all this time. I don't want to lead like this. I I don't honestly, frankly, I don't even believe that this is how it's supposed to be. It's just that that's all that I know. And that's how my dad, my parents taught me to function. That's how I succeeded also. That's how I accomplished so much. But honestly, I just want to relax more. I want to have fun doing this work. I want to be a great leader, not because I say what to do, but because I'm a leader by example, because people want to follow what I say because they're inspired. So with him, yet again, he reconnected with himself on such a deep level. We worked together for nearly a year, and he connected with himself on such a deep level that suddenly he realized, oh my God, I feel like I've never really been myself my entire life. I felt like I was always running away from myself. I felt like I couldn't be fully myself, especially in such leadership positions. My That's what I meant. I'm tired, okay? Tired but excited. That's why I'm talking about all of this stuff. So you see, this gentleman was like, I want to be a better leader, but not just for my organization, but first and foremost for myself. I want to become a better leader for me. I want to lead myself in a way that it's not that people praise me how great I am at work or how wonderful the results that we have and all that. I want to feel like I am a great leader. I want to look at myself in the mirror and be like, wow, okay, this dude is freaking awesome. I love him. That's how I want to feel. And we accomplished it. And they built a freaking power plant in Texas and they're expanding. And this innovation is truly, it's just the beginning of something really, really, really massive. So that is offer number 3, which is called unconventional because it is for individuals who want to learn how to lead themselves. It's for executive and conscious leadership clients. And I've worked with several of these kind of individuals. One of them is a finance C level executive, extremely rational, intelligent human being who, yet again, said, listen, Ruta, I I know I kind of have it all, but I want support to learn how to communicate better. I know that I could be more empathetic. I know that I could be more compassionate. I know I could clarify more what I actually want in my life, how to communicate with my partner, for example, how to make sure that she feels seen and heard. You see, with unconventional, it's not just about your leadership, it's about everything that it touches. Because when you start leading yourself, then it starts rippling through everything in your life. And yet, another client who is also based in LA, who is in movie production industry. And I mean, his life just exploded exponentially, grew to something so beautiful. And he made some really big decisions throughout the time that we worked together. We still are working together. And his personal life, there were a lot of transitions going on. But the main thing that he achieved so far is that he said, you know what? I actually started listening to my heart. I actually started being myself far more. I actually started feeling like I can trust my intuition instead of constantly calculating everything and making sure I have it all prepared and all that stuff. Sure, I do like preparing, but I now listen to my gut feeling and I follow it. And those decisions that came from that deeper place were all the time, each and every time, proven to be the right decisions. So his life became more effortless, more easy, more fun. He started navigating life in a far more interesting way as well, and not just being all in his head and constantly calculating everything. So these are just a couple of examples. And then, and this was the offer number 3. And then offer number 4 is Passion Business Accelerator. And this is something that I just absolutely love because it is about how to build and grow a soul-led business your way, not my way, not the way marketing gurus are telling you to do it, but your unique way that is in alignment with what you want, with how you want to feel, with what you want to create, with what actually works for you, with what sets your soul on fire, what excites you, what makes you feel excited when you wake up in the morning, what makes you feel alive every single day. You don't have to drag yourself out of your bed in the morning. You're like, oh my God, I can't wait to start creating, showing up, working on that project, talking to that person, whatever it is. You just can't wait because it freaking makes a difference. And in Passion Business Accelerator, what we do is we strategize, but even more so, we work on your belief system. Who are you being? Are you owning your craft? Are you owning your gifts? Are you owning your zone of genius? Are you having any blocks or any resistance to allow abundance to come in, to allow greatness, to allow opportunities to flow to you? In this container, we work a lot on you defying all the odds and really allowing yourself to not be limited by what you believe you have to do in order to succeed. Like, oh, well, because everybody else is doing this, so I guess I should do the same. Oh, because I guess this is how LinkedIn algorithm works, or this is how Instagram algorithm works, I'm supposed to do this. I want you to learn how to defy all the freaking odds and succeed wildly your own way. So this is offer number 4. And I'm telling you, I created 3 out of these 4 offers, sales pages in the last 2 days. And I wrote 2 articles about some of these as well in the last couple of days. And I'm freaking exhausted right now. And if you want to check it out, go ahead on my website. It's redefiningsuccess.co.uk, redefiningsuccess.co.uk. It's freaking awesome. I'm in love with all of this work. I'm tired. I'm excited. My tongue is not working properly today, but it's so freaking awesome because you know the feeling when you kind of feel like finally you you arranged your house exactly the way you want it to be. It feels like you finally arranged your house in a way that makes sense. It kind of actually it feels a little bit like I built this hotel. I built a hotel and I have 4 suites. I have 4 suites, and each and every one of those are unique and special and exclusive and premium and tailored and specific and with these beautiful specific stories behind. There's storytelling, and you enter the room and there's all this beauty, and it's just so freaking awesome. And wow, this camera is doing all this magic. It's just so freaking awesome. These rooms are so unique that the right people, when they enter the hotel and they are choosing which room to stay in, which suite to stay in, they know exactly what they want. They know exactly what they desire. They know exactly what they need. They know exactly which one to book. This is how it feels for me right now. And it feels like it's just from now on, my friends, the game is just starting. I've been showing up 5 years now. I quit my corporate back in October 2019, and I posted my very first LinkedIn post on 11th of March in 2020. So very soon it will be the exact 5-year anniversary. It's been 5 years, so I've been around for a while now. I've been around. I've been doing this work for quite a while, full-time coaching people. Not just coaching people, coaching myself and working on myself all this time and building my own thing. And only now I have this very strong feeling the game is just beginning, and 2025 is gonna be through the roof. 2025 is going to be such an incredible year. It's going to be the most beautiful year, the most exciting year, the most beautiful, the most successful, the most fulfilling. 2025 is going to be filled with all of these incredible memories, with all of these incredible accomplishments. You're going to feel so amazing in your own skin. You're going to feel so accomplished. You're going to feel so proud of yourself. You're going to feel so connected to who you really are. You are going to feel like, oh my God, finally, I can feel like myself again. This is what 2025 is going to be. So if you're interested in any of these rooms in my hotel, Redefining Success Hotel is open and ready to welcome you. If you want to book any of those, feel free to reach out, send me a message, either here on LinkedIn or on my profile or on my website, or send an email to hello@redefiningsuccess.co.uk as well. Whichever way you're reaching out to me, feel free. The hotel is open. It's ready for you. It's also ready I'm ready. I'm ready to see you thrive. I'm ready to see you explode. I'm ready to see you fall in love. I'm ready to see you just have an amazing life. And honestly, with this, as soon as you enter the door of redefining success, your life is never going to be the same. I promise you that. Your life is never going to be the same. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Again, I apologize for my tongue not really following through very well today, but I'm just so exhausted and I'm so excited, and I can't wait for people who will enter my world and calibrate to this energy, and we're going to create such incredible things in your life. Like, your mind is going to be blown away. And I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not even exaggerating. You are going to love it. You're going to fly, my friend. So let's fly together. Have a beautiful rest of the day and speak to you very soon. Bye bye.